you. Hello, Jules. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is National Dessert Day, so I wanted to make one of my family most recent favorite desserts. It is a Ooey Gooey cake. I don't know if you ever seen the Ooey Gooey cakes in the store, but this is a homemade version. It takes box cake mix. So I have the Betty Crocker Super Moist Cake Mix, butter recipe, yellow. It calls for a French vanilla cake mix, but we found out that we didn't like the French vanilla one because it was too salty. So we're going to stick with the butter recipe cake mix. It takes a pound of powdered sugar, so you already know it is sweet. It takes a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 3 eggs, some gooey Philadelphia cream cheese, and a stick of salted butter. Okay, so we're gonna get this mixed up, excuse me, really quickly. I do have a helper over here to the side. You can come say hello.
Hello.
And we're gonna get this started. It is a 1 bowl recipe. It's a 2-step, but it's gonna take 1 bowl, okay? So let's get started. We're gonna start with our cake mix. And it's really easy, you guys. And it calls for it to take 50 minutes, but I found out that 45 minutes, it comes out the best. I forgot my scissors. May you get me some scissors, please? So yes. So I would like for you to put down below what is your favorite dessert. Thank you. And I'm going to need that measuring cup, please. The big one. Because we have to melt the butter. So the cake mix, butter, and 1 egg, I believe, is going to make like the cookie crust at the bottom. Oh, really?
Did it go all over the place?
No. So I'm just dumping the cake mix. And I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see what I am doing. Okay? So give me 1 moment. I'm going to tilt the camera down so y'all can see the bowl. Okay. Hopefully that is a good angle. We're going to take the measuring cup and put the butter inside. And then we're going to melt it in the microwave for a couple of seconds. So simple, you guys. Get all the butter. And make sure when you're baking, I'm not a baker, like a professional or anything, but when you bake stuff, make sure that your stuff is at room temperature. Okay? So if you don't mind, that is my oven telling me that it is preheated. So you're gonna see my feet and stuff walking around here. Put it in the microwave. Okay. So what you're gonna do to make that crust is the cake mix, melted butter, and one of the eggs. Okay. already at room temperature, so it doesn't take long for it to be melted. So here's the melted butter. And then you just pour the melted butter in the cake mix. Take your spatula and get everything out. Get all that butter, all of it. Okay? And then we're going to take that egg. I'm going to crack it over here. Make sure you don't get any shell. So I cracked it inside of the measuring cup, and then you just mix. And it's gonna come into like a dough consistency, and then you'll be all good to go. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not shaking y'all too much. Look how it's forming that dough. And again, it calls for it to cook for 50 minutes, but I cook mine 45 minutes and let it sit out for that extra 5. And it is the perfect, oh my goodness, you guys must try this recipe. And you can find it on Pinterest, because I found mine on Pinterest. And there's plenty of different ooey gooey cake recipes. So look at that. Not a lot of muscle work. And this is what I mean by it's a one bowl thing. If you get all of the stuff out, you're just using what you have to make the other part of the cake. So no multiple bowls here, okay? So then what you do, it calls for it to put parchment paper in your pan. But because they're called bars really, but we just put it in our baking throwaway pan. All right, just drop that dough in there. Get all of that good stuff out. This has been a most requested cake that I have ever made. My husband's co-workers request for me, and you just press it out, request for me to make this cake for them. The children now request me to make the cake for their birthdays. They don't want store-bought cakes anymore. They want the ooey gooey cake. And again, it's very simple to make. So I'm pressing this out. I just made this cake probably Monday or Tuesday. Because my son just had a birthday and I made one for him. And one of my friends was like, oh, can I get a piece? And I said she can get a piece. But then they ate it all up in less than a day and a half. So I told her that I will make her one. So I made it for her. So this is your cookie base right here. And you just press it out. Make sure it's even. And you move that out of the way and go to your next step. Now the next step is your cream cheese, sugar, and eggs, and vanilla. So I'm opening up this cream cheese and I will pause it once I start mixing. But let me show you what it looks like when it gets inside of the bowl. If I can open up the package. I hope everybody's week has been blessed. It is almost Friday, you guys. Tomorrow is Friday. Phew, exactly. Finally, we're at the end of the week. And I am so glad that I have weekends off that I just can't wait until Friday comes. So again, when you're baking, make sure all of your products are at room temperature because they're easy to manage. So that's 1 egg. I'm going to use my
1 egg?
Huh?
You said 1 egg.
Yeah, this is 1 egg.
Oh. I thought you meant the cream cheese.
No, that's the cream cheese. I'm going to put my 1 egg in here. 2 eggs. And pour in some of the powdered sugar and then mix them. So I'm going to pause it because I know you're not going to want to hear that. So I'm getting my powdered sugar. And I'm going to have baby girl mix it. Okay, so pause. Be right back. Oh my goodness. It don't know one. What is it? Okay, so we are back. It is all mixed up. This is what it looks like with your cream cheese, powdered sugar, and 2 eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so we're gonna move the cake mix, our crust back over. It also was like a snow cloud, because you know powdered sugar goes everywhere. So look how creamy the cake batter is. Well, the sugar cakey part of it. Doesn't that look amazing? It's silky and smooth. So then we're gonna pour it in to the cake, and you wanna get every last, you can't see the pour, but it's okay. Every bit of this ooey gooeyness out of this bowl and into the cake pan. So I'm using my rubber spatula to get everything out. So there won't be no licking the bowl, no licking the spatula. Even though it's not healthy to do that, but I've done it ever since I was a kid. I'm still here. Say what?
I said, please.
No. So this is what it looks like. And what you do, you just make sure that it's evenly spreaded. And it just moves. It doesn't take much. And look at there. You got a cake. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy, tummy. And again, I say we're not leaving that on that spatula. So we're going to scrape it down. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. There we go. I'm going to give it a few little tappy taps. Get some of them air bubbles. And when it comes out, it's going to have like a little crackling effect on top. Okay, so we're going to pause. We're going to put this baby in the oven. And we'll be back in 45 minutes to let you see what the ooey gooey cake is all about. All right, see you later. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to check in. We have 25 minutes left on the cake. So when it's all done, we're going to come back. I've already washed the dishes, wiped the table off, put my mixer back up, clean that off, put it back up in the cabinet, okay? So we're gonna come back once the cake is done, all right? So remember to put down in the comments what your favorite dessert is. Is this your favorite dessert? National Dessert Day. Okay, guys, so I am back and the cake is done. I am dark. Excuse the video, okay? So I am back. The cake is done and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to bring you back down. Can you see? Can you see what I mean about the crackling effect? Ooh, ooh. It is still warm, so I can cut it and taste it for you guys, but I'm gonna be patient, okay? I'm gonna be patient. All right, so when it cools off, let me bring it back up. When it cools off, I will cut it and let you see how it looks when it is cut. You can cut it into little bars because if you remember what a ooey gooey cake looked like in the stores, you'll see it. It's so good. Y'all have to try it. Please tag me when y'all make it, if y'all decide to make it. Again, you can go on Pinterest and just put in ooey gooey cake. It is plenty of recipes. Mine is simple. It only requires a box cake mix. So if you would like to do a red velvet one, I haven't tried it, but that's an idea. Or a lemon one, I might try that one. My husband likes lemon. Just switch up the cake mix, okay? Switch up the flavor of the cake mix and see how that goes. So love you guys, and remember, happy National Dessert Day. Bye. It don't want me to leave you.